Hi everyone, it's Avid Drama Watcher. Um, I always say it's been a minute since my last video. It's because I don't consistently post. But I have been avidly watching dramas in between the break time. Um, and I do have two dramas that I want to give you an update on in this update. One is called Summer Strike. It's 12 episodes. I watched on the Viki platform. And then the other one is called Cheer Up. And I also watched it on the Viki platform. Now, when I'm looking for Korean dramas, well, here's my routine. I will watch Chinese dramas or a Thai drama when I want my spirits lifted. Like if I want to watch something with a happy ending, it's usually a cookie cutter script, meaning I know what's going to happen. It's all good. And the drama is nothing too intense. Um, there's some Chinese dramas there are a lot of Chinese dramas that are like that, especially romantic comedies. So it's usually the cleansing of the palate. Now, if I go get a Korean drama, I'm gonna feel some emotions. Um, the Koreans, if they have a drama that makes you happy, beware. Something's gonna happen out of somewhere. You ain't gonna be happy too long. So you have to really be careful when you are watching a Korean drama. Even if it's a romantic comedy, like don't even, with the labels and the summary, don't even feed into it because you will be skipping along and then boom, snake bite. Boom, rock falls from the cliff and flattens you. I'm telling you, there are big emotional valleys and hills that will take you up and down in a Korean drama. So don't get too comfortable, is what I'm saying. And don't think you know the plot because they will always sneak something in to kind of catch you unawares. And that's the beauty of Korean dramas. That's why they're so popular. Um, but the two of them that I'm going to give you an update on, one's called Cheer Up and the other one's called Summer Strike. Now, let me tell you the journey for picking these two. Cheer Up, I kind of knew about because, in your stream of popular dramas, it's like always being fed to you, like, oh, watch this, watch this. So I read the summary a while ago and I was like, oh, this seems like a light, cheery, it's young college students joining a cheer squad and this lively personality of a girl. She is kind of the front and center character. And that was about it. Like the summary didn't give you too much to feed into. And I was like, okay. From American dramas, I love the cheerleading dramas. They're always like sassy and got good pop music and fun. I mean, the bottom line is fun. So I watched it. So why? I got fed into the story. Again, young girl, beautiful personality, just like she stands out from the crowd. She's not your typical, studious student. She's a happy go lucky. She's always looking for fun and she's loud and she's like mischievous and so cute and a lot of self confidence. And you can tell she likes the cheer captain, but there's this other character, this young boy who falls in love with her at first sight, and he ends up following her into the cheer squad. Now, the story, then I guess there had to be, it wasn't enough to be a love story, right? It wasn't enough to say who is she going to pick. It had to turn into a murder mystery. It had to turn into all this intrigue and not just a straightforward murder mystery, but like a stalker trying to kill her. And da, 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 da. I was like, oh, how? And then the cheer captain, like, trying to go out of his way to, like, protect her. And then the other guy who was always there, like, helping her. And it turned into stabbings. It turned into so much, like a fire. Like, I was like, wait a minute, what happened to my romantic comedy? So that's the look. It's all perspective. It's either you enjoy the intrigue and the twists and turns, but this was not a straightforward romantic drama. This had a lot of twists and turns in it, a lot of, hey, we're going to make you so happy, and thinking that the couple's finally getting together and they're going to, chew. Mm. It just, oh God, it went south. I mean, a murderous south. So, anyway, cheer up, misleading title. Wasn't so cheery in the end, but let me tell you, the story kept you interested. But I go in and out on the 16 episodes of a Korean drama because they utilize their full hour, and um, it can get long. The story can get drawn out, and near the end, I gotta be honest, I just wanted it over. I just wanted uh, it to be over. I mean, the romance had been established, around episode 12 or whatever. For me, the drama was over. But they had to wrap up this murder mystery. So, anyway, it was good from that regard. Storyline was good. Um, just a little bit too long for me. And to me, they could have wrapped it up. They just belabored the story, is all I'm saying. But cheer up. So that's one. The other one, Summer Strike. Now, this one, I want to go punch out whoever did the summary. So it talks about this woman who lives in Seoul, Korea, and Seoul is the city. So a lot of young people starting their careers, just competing with other young people for positions out of college, and they work for different various companies in whatever field. So in this particular one, she was working in advertising, and she had a cutthroat job. It was very competitive. Her superiors were very disrespectful to her, but like trying to take all the glory. And, she just wanted to work hard. She wanted to work hard. She wanted to accomplish something in life, and she didn't want to lead the same life as her mom. And her mom led a hard life working for a restaurant, like working, cooking and preparing the foods for a restaurant. So she wanted to lead a more professional, a simpler life. And bottom line, thought it was going to be a better life. But once she was in that job and she didn't like her coworkers, and they really weren't compassionate towards each other, and they just treated each other so poorly, and it was so cutthroat of an environment. But she endured 9 to 5 every day, like a routine, without truly living. So her mom dies. Like, this all happens in the first episode, and her mom dies, and then she's like, what am I doing? I'm going to end up living a similar life to my mom, and dying early, unhappy, like without fulfilling. So she decides to take her savings, go to the countryside, just check out these nearby towns and look for a slower life. So she found this library. She loves reading. So she found this library in an outskirt town that had kind of like mountains, but it also had a beach. So it was a lovely setting. It was somewhere she thought she could chill out, like just kind of slow things down. And when she went to the library, there was a worker there. He was a very handsome young man, not very talkative. Like we would probably label him as like Asperger's, or a very introverted, even though I know Asperger's and introvert aren't the same thing. But a very introverted, quiet man that chooses when he wants to speak, right? Um, she picks this town. So you think that, okay, she's got a chilled out lifestyle going now, and it shows you like her napping, her kind of living on close to nothing, but not being stressed out about it. Just, she had a place to sleep, she had food to eat, um, and she eventually got a little job. So, but it wasn't a stressful life. It was very simple life. Why again was somebody trying to kill her? Like what is going on, Korea? Like and I heard the death rates aren't that high. Like like a little murder mystery. The guy that she fell in love with or was trying to establish a relationship with had a little backstory, with a horrendous black backstory where his sister was murdered and he kind of saw the killer leaving and thought the killer was his, all this stuff, right? I thought I was going to get this kind of like, going to an Italian country, so eat, pray, love kind of deal. I thought that, yeah, I was going to get something very similar to that. And it was not. It was like a who done it, who's after me. But they misled you. The first 6 episodes were like, chilling out. Take me down to Kokomo. Oh. I can't. I can't anymore, Korea. Your dramas are, number one, whoever summarizes these dramas are partnering with the script writers because they never want to do a reveal. They never want you to know that, hey, we're gonna take you to the brink of happiness till you're just like chomping at the bit for hugs and kisses, and we're gonna give you murder. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw some murder in there. So sorry about my throat, but yeah. So I don't know what to say. Summer Strike, again, a good story. A good story sucks you in. But then the remaining final 6 episodes kind of leave you hanging off a cliff. And they wrap everything up nicely in episode 12. But I'm just telling you, I was disappointed because I just thought it was going to be one of those cathartic, life can be simple kind of romance, drama romances. So I was disappointed on that end. On these two, I just, whether or not you give it a watch, you could give it a watch and start watching and drop out. I'm not committed to these two dramas, so I'm not going to do a give it a watch. I'm going to just say, beware when you go into your Korean dramas because you don't know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get a gold mine, and sometimes you get bloody horror. So just don't have high expectations. Don't have any expectations for where the story is going to go because they're not going to tell you. They're not going to let you know. And they're going to take you on the edge of every emotion. So that's it for today. I'm exhausted. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.